Hey kids, Avant-Garde has the glasses for you at Grant Eyeglasses in the Edison Mall. Choose your favorite Peanuts cartoon character on glasses from the Peanuts collection. These glasses are strong, durable, and fun to wear. Your friends will love them too. Teens will find Avant-Garde styles that are comfortable, fashionable, and great looking. There's a full selection of Avant-Garde frames now at Grant Eyeglasses. Hurry in for glasses that are excellent. Avant-Garde at Grant Eyeglasses in the Edison Mall.
Tom Kennedy loves to make people winners on the nighttime Price is Right.
Try the safe, and if it opens, you've got it. You get it. $5,000.
But there are limits to even Tom Kennedy's generosity.
Hey, Stephen, you have to win this car.
I was asking her for a hint.
For a hint.
Weeknights at 7:30 on Wink.
Look to the leader, Wink TV.
Wet roads and travel didn't mix today, but the shuttle made it despite the weather. Details next on Wink News tonight. Good evening, I'm Valerie Williams. Lloyd Sowers has the night off. A Port Charlotte woman is in serious condition tonight in Lee Memorial Hospital. 58-year-old Juanita Townsend was injured in a hit-and-run accident at Cleveland and Maravilla in Fort Myers this afternoon. Fort Myers police say they are looking for a middle-aged white male who was driving a late-model Camaro when he fled the scene. He was last seen heading east on Maravilla following the accident. A fatal plane crash in Guatemala City today. 90 persons were killed. At least 11 of them were Americans. The plane went down in a Guatemalan jungle. The people aboard were tourists on their way to some Mayan ruins. The plane was coming in for a landing at the airport in Santa Elena, and the pilot did not indicate any trouble. But suddenly the tower lost contact with the pilot. The shuttle Columbia came in for a smooth landing at Edwards Air Force Base in California today. But overall, the ship is having a rough go of it. It was late going up and late coming down. Bad weather at the Kennedy Space Center blocked a third landing try today. Florida News Network reporter Catherine Smith has more on the story.
Columbia, Houston.
This is how the runway looked at the Kennedy Space Center. So overcast, the lights were barely visible. Mission managers waited it out, but just after 6 a.m., for the third day in a row, weather was ruled unacceptable.
Flight director now advises that we will be at no-go for KSC.
Columbia took one more circle around the Earth and then headed for Edwards Air Force Base. Shrouded in darkness, Columbia glided in just before 6 o'clock California time.
Welcome back to Earth, you seasoned space veterans. We're working on you, Delta. Roger that, Houston. Season for an extra 2 days.
As the sun came up, the 7 crew members climbed off Columbia, bringing up the rear Central Florida Congressman Bill Nelson, who was robbed of the much-anticipated landing in his home district. The unsuccessful attempts to land Columbia here in Florida are a big disappointment for NASA. The California landing means chances are very slim Columbia can be readied for its next flight on time. It will take at least 5 days to get Columbia back to Florida. She's set to fly again March 6th on an important scientific mission to observe Halley's Comet. The launch team wanted 46 days to get Columbia ready. They'll get only 41.
The plate is full, so to speak, but then we knew it would be. We have quite a challenge, but we expect to meet it.
With Columbia home, attention has already turned to the next mission. Challenger is set to blast off just a week from today. It will be the second mission of the busiest year yet for NASA, and they can't afford any more of the delays that plague Columbia. At the Kennedy Space Center, Catherine Smith, Florida News Network.
Well, wildlife experts in Central Florida are excited about the possibility of increasing the population of panthers. They found panther tracks 2 weeks ago in Central Florida. The tracks were made by a male. A female panther is believed to be in the same area. Of course, they're hoping the two will eventually mate. Panthers are Florida's official state animal, and they're on the endangered list. Panthers are one of the concerns of a coalition to save our Everglades. Gloria Clifford has details.
The 3 million acres of federal and state land that comprise the Florida Everglades is a vital natural resource. The waterways of this vast swamp support the wildlife that lives there, and as man drains this water and develops the land, that life is dying away.
But here at Port of the Islands, Governor Bob Graham, along with state and national organizations, came up with a plan to help protect and preserve the Everglades.
Our purpose is to change attitude, recognize the importance of the Everglades, protect it by restoring some of those values that have been lost over the last 100 years and resisting further scars against the Everglades.
There are 17 national organizations in the Save Our Everglades project. During a press conference Saturday, 5 of the coalition members voiced their solutions. Each stressed the importance of supporting this project and urging state and federal governments to fund it. The plight of the Florida panther is another major concern. A representative from the Florida Audubon Society, Charles Lee, says positive steps must be taken now to protect the panther.
There are many scientists who have worked on the panther, particularly the state's Technical Advisory Council on the panther, who believe that unless we do something in the interim, we will not have the panther around anymore.
According to tracking charts, there are only 22 panthers still living in the Everglades. Within the past year, 3 panthers have been killed in the area near Alligator Alley and State Road 29. In a letter to Bob Graham, some coalition members suggest increased enforcement of reduced speed limits, reducing night speeds, especially in the area of State Road 29, and setting up speed bumps or traffic lights at specified points identified as panther crossing areas. Most of the 160 environmentalists who attended this 4-day conference agree that if the Everglades problems are not resolved, future generations will face critical drinking water problems and will lose wildlife that can never be replaced. In Collier County, I'm Gloria Clifford, Wink News.
We'll have an important medical report for you as Wink News Tonight continues.